In the realm of wire wizards and signal sorcerers, the Cable King reigns with a flicker and buzz. Imagine, if you will, a kingdom, not one of stone and mortar, but of wires and signals, where the Cable King, the embodiment of our televisual delights and disappointments, rules supreme. This is the Cable Kingdom, a realm where we, the viewers, are not merely passive spectators, but jesters in the court of the Cable King. We juggle joy and jitters, our emotions dancing to the rhythm of the remote. One moment we're laughing at a sitcom, the next we're cursing at a sudden outage. We're both the audience and the actors, part of a grand performance that unfolds on the screen and in our living rooms. But what makes us jesters in this court of cables? It's the dance we do, the tango with the television. We love to hate it and hate to love it. The Cable King might be a fickle ruler throwing us into a frenzy with unexpected errors and outages, but it also showers us with a plethora of channels, a myriad of shows that keep us hooked. And so, we find ourselves in a peculiar situation. We are at once bewitched and bothered by the Cable King. We revel in the abundance it offers, yet we grumble about the chains it forges. We are the jesters who laugh at the absurdity of it all, yet we can't help but be drawn into the spectacle. This is the paradox of our relationship with the Cable King. We complain about the high charges, the contracts that bind us like ancient curses, yet we can't seem to let go. We bemoan the complexity, yet we are mesmerized by the convenience. We are enthralled by the drama, yet we are exasperated by the disruptions. In this grand theater of the absurd, we're both fans and vandals, juggling remotes in a circus of channels. And as we twirl and tumble in this love-hate tango with the Cable King, we can't help but wonder, are we the jesters in this court, or are we the ones being played? Our love-hate tango with the Cable Kingdom twirls as we bemoan yet binge-watch with glee. It's a paradox, really, this dance we do with the cable monarch. We revel in modern comfort, the myriad channels at our fingertips. Yet we're ensnared by ancient curses, the frustration of outages, hidden fees, and customer service woes. It's a sitcom of service issues, a tragic comedy of connection errors. The cable scepter's sway is hypnotic, luring us into a state of sofa serfdom. We're spellbound, captivated by the flicker and buzz of the screen. Our hands clutch the remote as if it were the Cable King's scepter itself, commanding the channels, pausing the plots, fast-forwarding the boring bits. Yet, the more we wield this power, the deeper we sink into the plush cushions of our couches. It's a comfortable captivity, a velvet prison of our own making. But then the static stirs the quiet rebellion. The uprising of the remote rebels begins. We're fed up with the Cable King's reign, tired of his tricks, his teasing signals, and his tendency to disappear just as our favorite show reaches its climax. We rise against the Cable Kingdom, armed with our remotes and a burning desire for uninterrupted quality entertainment. We quest for streaming sovereignty, seeking refuge in the realms of Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Prime. Yet, the cable crown's convenience lures us back into its court, the promise of hundreds of channels, the thrill of live sports, and the nostalgia of traditional TV. These are the sirens that call us back to the Cable Kingdom. And we return, time and again, drawn by the familiar flicker and buzz of the Cable King's reign. We are jesters in the court of the Cable King, juggling joy and jitters, love and loathing. We are the characters in this farce, amused by trials, yet engaged with zeal. We mock the hidden fees, the outages, the absurdity of it all. Yet we remain, bound by the cable's charm, captivated by its convenience. Round and round we go, in a merry-go-round of megabytes and melodramas. These screen skirmishes incite quests for streaming sovereignty, Yet the cable crown's convenience lures us back into its court. A curious paradox, isn't it? We yearn for freedom, for the liberty to surf the streaming seas at our leisure. Yet we find ourselves ensnared in the chains of channel surfing, tossed about in the stormy seas of signal snags. Picture this. We're on a voyage, remote in hand, surfing through a sea of channels, each wave a new show, a new movie, a new opportunity for entertainment. But then the signal snags, the screen freezes, the voyage is disrupted. The sea, once a source of entertainment, becomes a stormy battleground. The skirmish has begun. And what's our weapon in this battle? The remote. Our shield? Patience. Our strategy? Perseverance. We navigate through the stormy seas, hoping for the signal to return, for the screen to unfreeze, for the voyage to continue. The skirmish is not just on the screen, but within us, a battle between our desire for convenience and our frustration with disruption. Now, imagine a world where the wizardry wires wane, a world where we are not bound by the chains of channel surfing, a world where we can surf freely, unencumbered by signal snags. Would our surfing shift? Would the stormy seas calm? Would the skirmishes cease? Perhaps. But let's not forget, in the court of the Cable King, we are jesters, juggling joy and jitters. Yes, we juggle. We juggle the joy of having channels more than stars in the sky, of having a world of entertainment at our fingertips, and we juggle the jitters, the frustration of signal snags, the annoyance of hidden fees, the dread of customer service calls. We juggle because that's what jesters do. Thus, in the court of the Cable King, we are jesters juggling joy and jitters. A paradox, a comedy, a drama, a saga. Our saga, the saga of the screen skirmishes. And so, we continue to juggle, to battle, to surf. For in the realm of wire wizards and signal sorcerers, the screen skirmishes continue. In this digital drama, our channel-chasing craving is the pivot between cable's charm and the crescendo of customer cries. Indeed, there's a certain allure to the screen sovereign, a magnetic pull that draws us in. It's the promise of endless entertainment, the multitude of channels, each brimming with its unique flavor of stories and shows. From the thrilling suspense of crime dramas to the heartwarming tales of sitcoms, the Cable King offers a smorgasbord of choices. It's a buffet of broadcasting, where we can feast our senses on a variety of visual delicacies. Yet, as we dive deeper into this digital delight, we find ourselves entangled in the fury of fee fables. Hidden costs lurk in the fine print, waiting to pounce on our wallets. The Cable Crown's charm begins to wane as bills mount up, each one higher than the last. Suddenly, the once enchanting court of the Cable King seems more like a labyrinth of financial pitfalls. This is where the plot thickens. As we grapple with the cost of our cable cravings, we embark on a hunt, a quest for the remote relic, a symbol of our power to control the narrative, to choose what we watch, when we watch, and how much we're willing to pay for it. This relic represents our desire for freedom, for autonomy in our entertainment choices. But the hunt is not without its challenges. As we navigate the maze of subscription packages, promotional deals, and customer service woes, we find ourselves embroiled in a saga that's as riveting as the shows we so love to watch. It's a saga of the screensire where we, the audience, play a pivotal role. Our love for the screen, our desire for choice, our frustration with fees, and our quest for control. All these elements weave together to form an intricate tapestry of our relationship with the Cable King. So as we continue to juggle channels and chase our cravings, let's remember our role in this digital drama. For it's our actions, our choices that shape this saga. As the plot thickens, our quest for the remote relic shapes the saga of the screen sire. In the cable cabaret and our channel quest, we find ourselves in a comedy of errors and outages. Ah, isn't that the truth? The world of cable is a fascinating one, where dominion and digital disruptions dance a delicate duet. It's a world that tunes our teletemperament, shaping our reactions and interactions with the technology that both delights and exasperates us. Think about it. We're all part of this grand saga, aren't we? A saga of screen and storm, where the calm of a perfectly streamed show can be shattered by the tempest of an unexpected outage. And oh, how the storm rages when the screen goes dark. We've all been there, haven't we? The frustration, the desperation, the frantic troubleshooting. It's all part of the comedy of errors that is our relationship with cable. And what's a saga without a quest? Enter the hunt for the holy remote, that elusive device that holds the power to control the cable kingdom. We've all embarked on this quest at least once, haven't we? Scouring the depths of the sofa, venturing into the remote wilderness of the living room. The remote remains just out of reach, adding yet another layer of humor to our cable cabaret. But even amidst the comedy, there's a certain charm to it all, isn't there? The thrill of the hunt, the victory of a successful troubleshooting mission, the satisfaction of a perfectly timed channel flip. It's these little moments that keep us coming back, that lure us back into the court of the Cable King, time and time again. In this comedy of errors and outages, we find a reflection of our own contradictions. We bemoan the inconveniences, yet we can't deny the comfort and convenience that cable brings. It's a paradox, a dance, a digital dervish that keeps us twirling in the cable kingdom's court. So, here we are, in the midst of this cable cabaret, juggling the joy and jitters of our channel quest, our saga of screen and storm, and the hunt for the holy remote orchestrates the opera of the omnipresent cable. And what an opera it is, my friends. Let's keep the comedy going, shall we? In the digital age's ironic twist, where disdain blooms against cable's reign, witness the jest, O lords of the wire, as frustrations mount and tempers strain. Welcome to our modern saga of love and loathing, where our hearts are tightly bound by the cords of the cable kingdom. This is a world where the remote control is both our scepter and our shackles, a world where we are both the monarchs and the jesters. Let's venture into the heated fervor of customer service battlegrounds, where the cable kingdom's subjects voice their grievances. Here, the paradox of our relationship with the Cable King becomes evident. We grumble about the outages, the hidden fees, and the labyrinth of contracts, yet we are reluctant to sever the cord that binds us to the throne. In the grand theater of the absurd, we are both fans and vandals. We bemoan the Cable King's reign, yet we revel in the convenience it offers. We curse the King's outages, yet we eagerly await the restoration of service. We complain about the King's hidden fees, yet we continue to pay our monthly tribute. This is the paradox of the Cable Kingdom, a kingdom where we are both the captors and the captives. We are ensnared in the King's net of channels, yet we are the ones who wield the remote control. We are entrapped in the King's web of contracts, yet we are the ones who sign on the dotted line. In this paradoxical kingdom, we find ourselves pirouetting on the tightrope of modern comfort and ancient curses. On one side, we have the comfort of the Cable King's convenience. On the other side, we have the curses of the King's outages, hidden fees, and binding contracts. With disdain yet dependence, in your narrative, we play our art. In the digital drama's quirky play, where cables tangle in comedic ballet, we find ourselves entwined in a dance of contradictions. We are the jesters juggling joy and jitters, the dancers twirling in a tango of trials and triumphs. Such is the paradox of the cable kingdom, a kingdom where we are both the rulers and the ruled. For it's a tale of screen-lit love-hate where the wired hearts beat in syncopated rhythm. Welcome to the farce of the cable kingdom. This is a comical drama that unfolds in our living rooms, where we, the viewers, groan and grumble at the cable's whims, yet we continue to display our fealty. We are the jesters and the subjects in this kingdom, bound by the cable's reign, yet quick to ridicule its every stumble. The cable kingdom, with its flickering screen sovereignty, invites us into its court. It lures us with a smorgasbord of channels, each one promising an escape into a different world. Yet, we often find ourselves tangled in a web of signal snags and service woes. We moan about the outages, grumble about the hidden charges, and lament the customer service battlegrounds. But here's the twist in our tale. As much as we complain, we find ourselves drawn back into the cable's court. The convenience it offers is a siren call we can't resist. With a click of a button, we can dive into a sea of entertainment. Even as we curse the cable, we are paradoxically bound to it, our remote-wielding hands testament to our enduring alliance. This is the peculiar part we play in the saga of the cable kingdom. We are its biggest critics and its faithful subscribers, its detractors and its allies. We bemoan its reign, yet we are captivated by its offerings. In the heart of this contradiction, the cable's saga unfolds. It's a peculiar dance, a love-hate tango that we twirl in, caught in the cable's hypnotic sway. As we navigate the stormy seas of signal snags and service woes, we are both fans and vandals in the grand theater of the absurd. The cable kingdom's grip forges chains of channel surfing, sailing us into the farce of modern comfort and ancient curses. For we are the audience captive, your detractor, your subscriber, your reluctant ally. In the heart of this contradiction, your saga unfolds our peculiar part.